used to want to be like Michael Jordan, till I got like a Gordon. Balling like the Knicks and the Mavericks, slipping on the fabrics. Yoo-hoo, ripping in the valley. Got a little fourth, but the truck fit more.
What is going on, guys?
What's going on, guys?
To Off the Sluricane.
Off the Sluricane, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Bass and Berg. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. I believe it did.
Yeah, as of right now, I think it was at 40
did
something.
Pretty well, yeah.
42.
Yeah,
so thank you guys.
For us, yeah, that's 42. Very nice.
Thank you for checking it out, guys. Today we are reviewing Cave World by Viagra Boys.
John's. Did you say they're a band, right?
Yes, they're
your favorite band?
Yeah, I would probably band-wise they are my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can put them in a category if you need to. But yeah.
So I mean, out of all my artists, they're definitely top 5, but they're our favorite band probably.
Because I've heard you reference them.
I'll put like Charlie, Father John Misty. Those are mine. My go-tos.
Yeah, mine's probably Netspend, Nav.
Yeah.
And
Camo.
No, I'm trying to think of somebody else. Xavier So Based. I don't know a single one of his songs, but I know he's in the realm of like Netspend.
I've never.
There's a classic video to them like in their community of them like on stage and like. But back to like actual real good music.
So going into this, I will say I probably said at the end of the last video, but to me this is a 10 out of 10.
John's biased though.
Album.
John's biased though.
It's by my favorite band. It's their best album. Let's just get that out of the way real quick.
John's gonna glaze them, but it's okay because you can have favorite. You could be biased.
But best as someone who does not listen to Viagra Boys or any Viagra Boys adjacent bands, what was
I've never listened to as much as you've referenced that. I've never went out of my way because I don't know. I felt like they weren't not my go-to type of music. But again, I think I said this about the last album, but I was like pleasantly surprised. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a very I don't know what genre this is. What would you consider this?
It's like punk adjacent.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it'd be.
And I know they're not beats, but I'm gonna call them beats because that's how I talk. But like the beats on a lot, especially Big Boy, I enjoyed the enjoyed the beat, and I also like their lyrics are like kind of silly, like fun. I like their lyrics.
Yeah, they have a tendency to go either for like the absurd. Yeah. Or something like Return to Monkey or Troglodyte, where they're going for more of an actual political stance. That's another reason why I love this album. It's just like
some tie-ins. Yeah.
It's just talking about how degraded the idea of media, and not only the idea of media, but where we get our media. And how it just turns us into people.
Media, and what it does to people.
Like, maybe... What's the best way to put it? We're not finding ourselves through the media. They're kind of helping us mold ourselves into what they're looking for us to be. And, like, Troglodyte talking about how, like, if we were back in time, you're so underdeveloped as a person and...
Yeah, that's what I was going to reference. They were talking about, like, with, like, mud and whatever. They say something about mud and shit. Like, we were fighting with mud and stuff and whatever. Like, fuck everything, whatever. But,
And I like that. I think it's the concept of, like, Cave World, where it's the idea of, taking the modern day, where we find ourselves now, and how it would compare to if we were just cave people.
We were just cave people, yeah.
But... Yeah, and like you said, there's also like the fun ones on there.
Like there was one where he said something about like promethazine mixed it with some 7-Up, and I was like, oh, I didn't know lean would be referenced on this album. I was caught back. Caught off guard. Should I say? Caught back. What am I saying? Caught off guard.
Oh, and I think it's Creepy Crawlers, where there's just the idea of fucking conspiracy theories have gotten way too
out
of
hand. They're talking about there's like
adrenochrome.
Yeah, the adrenochrome. Yeah. They
babies are coming out with hair all over them.
Yeah, animal hair. Whatever they reference animal hair. Yeah.
So just the idea of taking a step back from that, and this is, I mean, for me, and I'm pretty sure it's for them also, and I'm pretty sure it's for you also, where they're preaching to the choir, where we're already of the opinion that they're preaching of, and it's like, well, yeah, obviously I agree with what they're saying, and we can appreciate like what they're going for, but I think it would be interesting. And they're not taking the nicest way about it. They're being...
Well, no, but I think... I don't know anything about them, but I feel like that's what makes them them.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be Viagra boys if they're not going to be a little vulgar with getting their point across.
I would like to just show it to someone who is of that opinion. Like, is like one of those... And it's going to come off mean, but it's true. The crazy conspiracy theorists. And just be like, this is how people... see what you are. Like, what do you think? What do you take from that?
I mean, I'm here for a good conspiracy theory, but I don't know. But I don't like get that in depth. I don't let it control my life.
Yeah.
Like some people like actually consume every second of it. I think you like go off the deep end. I don't know. I've seen clips of like conspiracy theorist people, and they're just like.
Yeah,
they don't seem like of sound mind. They don't seem. They seem like they're like they need a hug or something. They need a. I don't know. They're going through a tough time.
They've been just molded by right wing media long enough that this. It's like, oh yeah, I believe this because I was told to believe it. All right, yeah.
I mean, that's the state that we're in. But I mean,
yeah, I'm sure
with most big news.
I'm sure, people of that political persuasion would think the same of us. Like,
everybody's gonna have their own mindset, and yeah.
But yeah, there's also like the fun ones on there, like Big Boy. I'm really glad you like that one.
I genuinely enjoyed that song. That was the vocals by Jason Williamson.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I don't
know.
think he's really on a lot of other stuff.
Liked his voice. He had a cool vocal range.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything listed on like his Spotify about. I mean, he has a couple songs, but
okay. I'm sure a quick Google search we could find some more stuff about him. But I enjoyed the feature. I enjoyed enjoyed his vocals on this. On that song.
I also really like the instrumental on Ain't No Thief. It's really intense. Like the beginning, it comes in with like a, you know what I'm talking about?
I need to listen to. I mean, I don't know these songs like that, but
yeah, and like his vocals are blown out on like it's such. I did not steal your things. We just have the same stuff. Yeah,
we have the same stuff. Yeah, because he's talking about like the lighter or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, no, I was there. I got a custom made. Like, it's not yours.
And the first one you talk about, he's like, I wore a sweatshirt with a shrimp on the back, and you said that was your grandma's.
It's not your grandma's sweater.
Maybe I helped her across the street, and she gave it to me. I ain't no thief. Yeah, and just I forget. I think his first name is Sebastian.
Dude, I think the lead singer. No way.
Hold on, Sebastian Murphy, lead singer of Viagra Boys.
Sebastian Murphy.
He is.
Maybe I have to like him now. I have the same name.
He's very charismatic. He just has a way of telling whatever weird story that he's trying to tell, or make the point he's trying to make in a very. Yeah, it sucks me in every time.
It's definitely different. Like I said, it's not. I don't never really listen to music like this. Definitely out of my realm, but I greatly enjoyed it. Yeah. I greatly enjoyed it.
I'm really glad you did.
My top 3. I enjoyed Baby Criminal. I think that I don't know. I like more looking at I like Punk Rock Loser.
Punk Rock Loser is great.
But I definitely
10 out of 10. Everything.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna say any song.
I know. But like for me personally, like Big Boy probably is in my top 3. But I like Troglodyte too. Mm. Yeah, I'd probably go Big Boy, Troglodyte, and Baby Criminal probably. Yeah. But again, it caught me off guard. I was not, especially through the second listen here, because I was listening to it last night in the party, but I'm just getting like the background, not actually listening to it. Driving here, I'm like trying to analyze the best I can. Mm-hmm. I'm actually like listening to it. It's like, oh, this was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely an album that.
It's only 40 minutes. It didn't feel long. Like it's like, oh, okay, nice.
You can definitely listen to listen to it in the background and be like, this is great. And then if you wanted to dig deeper into what they were saying or their...
If you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But again, the beat, like, I think the beats, I know they're not called beats, whatever, but I think the sound that they have is...
I'm glad you... Yeah.
Cool.
Because there's a lot of stuff along the lines of Viagra Boys.
Yeah.
I agree the instrumentation is... They have a lot of bass, a lot of
sludgish. I've always said if it has a cool beat, I'm gonna give it a chance. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I like hyperpop so much. Like that's what hyperpop music is. If the beat is, that's the whole thing of it. But if you had to pick a top 3, John, I know it's a 10 out of 10 for you, but what would your top 3 be?
I would go punk rock. Ain't no thief. Big boy.
Big boy.
Probably Return to Monkey. Yeah, I just love the chorus. And the message of it is very, very nice. But Bess, if you had to rate it out of 10,
trying to think. I'm kind of feeling like a 7.9, honestly. Okay. I don't want to rate it, like, I don't want to give it an 8 because I can't say like I like love it because I feel like if I really love it, it's gonna be like 8 or. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I will definitely come back to Big Boy. Like I feel like I could come back to like a couple of these songs for sure.
Well, I'm glad you.
But I mean, thanks for that. Honestly, like if I'm being real, I was like low-key kind of hating before because I never even like, that's just John likes Viagra Boys, whatever. But then you listen to it and you're like, oh, like I'd give it a chance, guys. If you don't listen to this type of music. Again, what would you categorize it as? Punk?
It's punk rock adjacent. Punk is probably the best category for it.
I'd recommend this album. This was a good experience. I enjoyed it.
Mine is, I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we know, John. We know you're already going to give it a 10 out of 10. Whatever, man.
But, Bass, it is your choice for this week.
My choice. My choice. What
are we looking at for next week on Off the Sluricane with Bass and Berg, episode 3?
What are we feeling here? What are we feeling? Let me just look at my albums real quick. I did not prep this.
Of course.
Yeah, I know.
We can see if there's anything new that came out. Hold on. I actually don't.
I am kind of just thinking of doing that Nav album.
I mean, it doesn't matter if we both listened to it before. We can still definitely give our...
we've never...
New Rico Nasty album. I still have to listen to that. Love Rico.
Can't say. Shout out Rico Nasty. Can't say listen to that, though.
She's on the remix for...
What?
She's on the...
Oh, yeah. I love her, yeah. Like, run off the reindeer. Do I want to do the Nav album? No, not really, though. I'm just kind of giving like a basic...
Or we just pick something that neither of us have any knowledge on.
Well, what we could do All We Know Is Falling, 2005 Paramore album.
Sure, fuck it.
It's that one pressure... I just know this song.
Oh, yeah.
The pressure song.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, 35 minutes, 10 songs. I think that could be fun.
Let's do it.
So next week, guys, we're going to be listening to All We Know Is Falling by Paramore, a 2005 album.
Is that their first album? Or did they
I
have
don't
anything
think so.
before
I think
that?
they might have had one before. No, that is
their first album.
That is the first album. Well, this is on Spotify. I don't know if it's whatever. But on Spotify.
First major release.
Yeah, they're first major release. But yeah, 10 songs, 35 minutes.
All right.
Should be a solid listen through.
Let's do it. Alright, so guys, keep an eye out. We'll post about it. But thank you guys for listening to our second episode of the side project.
Off the Sluricane.
Off Sluricane.
Bass and Berg. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Alright, see you guys.
Peace.